So the question is, what's Kevin going to do? Would also, I bet that you probably could have got your parents in to see you that morning at the hospital. And again, under a certain amount of identity, protection.
Yeah.
So your parents know you're okay. And your father are you going to like try to tell your father who you are, or are you going to pretend that you got caught in the crossfire because you were irresponsibly walking next to the police station when this happened?
No, I think I'm gonna tell.
Yeah, that's going to be, you've had a long and difficult, there's been a long and difficult family conversation.
Yeah.
Have you told Teresa that you're injured?
That's a good question.
Although she knows.
Well, she does know. And mom knows, of course.
Yeah. But Teresa might have seen something in media about you getting hurt.
Yeah.
One crisis at a time. He's full of them. He's a whole basket of, Kevin's a whole basket of difficulty here. So we'll deal with those. So talk to me about the parents.
Yeah, I would want to spend time with them more than I would want to go on this date outing. And I think it makes sense for Teresa to have called me very many times.
Again.
Like,
right.
Oh my God,
where's your
are
phone?
you okay?
Anyway, is your phone lying in the ditch, right? The ditch over that guardrail?
I have it in my head.
That's right.
I think I would want to have a conversation with my parents, with my mom being there, telling my father, talking about what this all means, telling them that I told Teresa, blah, blah, blah.
Your dad's still having a really hard time about you fighting anyone. Ever.
Yeah. It's my little boy.
Why can't you just have a normal life?
Well, no, it's more like Kevin doesn't. He couldn't fight anybody. He can't fight his way out of a paper bag. I tried to teach him boxing when he was 4. I punched him in the nose. He cried for 2 hours. How's this possible?
Yeah. Yeah.
I told you to wait until he was 6, says your mother. But I'm going to say there's no reason to roll for that. It's family. They know you. Yeah. Your dad will adjust, and a bunch of things kind of come together. Oh, so that explains.
Yeah, and it's also easier because my mom knows, so she can also
help.
They'll
listen to her.
Yeah.
Right. That's my thinking, and I think that's going to be it. But the thing is that I'm putting this together. The medical staff is not going to let them stay that late.
Yeah.
After their visit, and they do want to stay with you. No, they have to go.
Yeah.
Visiting hours are here, and we are past it.
Yeah.
Out. So you do have the option by 5 or by the mid-afternoon. You have the option of saying, I'm going.
Yeah.
If you want to take it.
It could be awkward though with Pontus. Like, I haven't...
You don't have to go on the date just because you leave the hospital.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe I should I think I would go with my parents to their house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And Teresa can come over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Break a date.
That's the easiest.
Oh right, yeah, the mechanic of like actually having a day. Yeah.
Yeah. It's only -10 though, not -20.
Or
because I'm thinking of the severity of the date breaking in this case is not as bad, and you could tell Pontus that you actually were caught in the blowback of that event.
Yeah.
That was
you would not be alone, in that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I was injured during yesterday's events.
Yeah.
Sorry about the date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got
So
home from the hospital.
minus 10, not minus 20. Yeah, I just got out of the hospital.
Yeah.
Right. So, okay. That all brings us to our question. I know I probably asked you. I remember asking you about Medoyan, but
Yeah, you just did. Yeah,
but I meant in the previous session online. I talked about it too, but we didn't. Obviously, we didn't play it. What did you have in mind?
Well, I
You
think
seem
that
to have thought about it.
since Nina is at work, since obviously the office is closed, she has plenty of time, following Medoyan around all day. Actually, maybe she does, just, call
Mhm.
her before this.
Okay.
Unlike,
Yeah,
unlike
like,
earlier.
I think it might even mean like just Mer probably would have been in contact with
Yeah.
both of you at some
That's
point. Like, how are you doing, Kevin? Okay,
Yeah.
good,
Yeah.
yeah, right. You go on, good idea going on with your parents, less
Uh-huh.
exposure if you don't want your identity to be known widely, all that. And then like, Nina, are you? Oh, you're on your last. Good.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you if you would do that. We need to keep an eye on him. I just need to deal with the Wardell situation and all
Yeah.
that. So
Works out.
Okay, so I'm going to do it this way. He could make his roll just to get out, and you're making your roll to catch him. This game does not do opposed checks. So instead, what you do is you use the rules for breaking things, which I've discovered is like the most widely applicable thing in the whole book, and you treat your ability as what he's trying to break, or the other way around. You're the hero, so I'll make it your role. So he'll pose a difficulty, basically.
Yeah, exactly. She isn't, literally trying to drive around, find him. There is like just, how would he rebuild the network? That's what she's trying to figure out.
Yes.
That's like
Yes.
what he's.
Okay, so in that case, his situation, he's got excellent reason.
Yeah.
He's got a shift to the left for law, so that puts him in the remarkable column. And according to my notes, he's aided by the confusion by the compromised police activity in the previous week. So they don't really have all of their capacity
makes
back
sense.
online yet. So he gets 2 shifts, which puts him to the incredible.
Yep.
So you've got to beat. You have to.
Beat incredible.
Well, yeah, but how does that work in this case? As a target, the idea is you have to. It's as if he got an incredible, and you have to. What are you using? Yeah, basically.
Reason, I suppose. Wouldn't it be to figure it out?
Right. So you have excellent. And this is how. It's 2 shifts over from you, so you basically roll excellent, but you have 2 shifts.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's
You
the
shift
deal.
the difference.
The
Yeah.
good news is that you can use karma.
Yeah. Oh, not really. She's gonna use karma for a green.
It's a good thing you did. So typical, which puts us, you're going to need a 51.
Yeah.
So 30 points.
Yes. Straight up.
All right. But that's good though, because it means that you're able to prevent him from vanishing, but then vanishing with a legitimate paper trail. See, that's what he was doing, was having a legitimate exit. Oh, it's dangerous around here.
Yes,
I think I'll get, my ticket out and so on and just do it all completely legitimately. That's what he was aiming at, you see.
I'm a concerned businessman who's very concerned about my safety right now.
That's right. And you were able to get the proper documentation and so on. You are a person of interest, sir.
Yeah.
Right. And so it's not you who dramatically leaps down in your mask to confront him. There is, some people want to speak with him before he leaves town in that special car that was going to drive him to the nearest airport. We need to have a word.
Yeah, exactly. It basically stopped that thing before he gets.
And that would probably be because of your success. Well, I'm going to say because of a green success, it's going to basically just be local law enforcement.
Oh yeah.
If you would manage to get yellow or red, then we would get customs. All the
Yeah.
different services
it
would come together.
makes
But you got a good start.
She's
Right. You've stopped it.
leaking information
Right.
to the local law enforcement so they can
Exactly.
basically find him.
Yeah.
Anonymous tip.
No, is that so? Going to keep it that way. Okay. And necessarily, you're probably going to have some interaction with Eric.
Sooner or later.
Yeah, sooner or later. One last
He's
thing
busy.
that would have been an encounter for the network. The Asir from southern... what's the state that
Södertälje,
Urbro is?
right? No.
The state, what province?
Södermanland.
Yeah.
No, I think so.
Which?
Öreman.
That Urbro is in.
Närke.
Närke.
That's the
County.
name of the province?
Yeah.
Närke
county.
is the name of the province.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So there is a motorcycle and criminalish network of supply called the Asir, which is mostly Assyrian.
Yeah.
Although, as you know, once that's usually just the starting point, and then it immediately diversifies into everybody else. You may have noticed I mixed ethnicities in the criminal network here for just that reason.
Yeah.
But these guys, in terms of the motorcycle people, are probably a little more homogeneous. And so, but they come and they pay Norrköping a visit, or they were about to. Now it's more curiosity driven. The day after, they're like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
We heard this. We heard this place was opening up.
Yeah.
Right, the network here was not carrying its water very well. We thought it was going to be vulnerable to this.
Yeah, he just cruised through the
Yeah,
destruction.
that's exactly right. Yeah, that's exactly right. There's like these guys
outside the police.
Whoa, maybe we're not going to.
Oh shit! That's smart. That's smart. You remember the 90s?
It's like the police are probably a little busy. No, dude, they're busy for reasons. We're gone.
Yeah. It's just like it's not worth the risk.
This place is scary.
Exactly.
I mean, given that we have established that we're the
It's also
target.
established. I hear they throw spears at people.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. No, it's pretty rough.
Yeah, not just the Gettingen thing. It's more like they've got fucking superheroes in this town.
Oh,
Yeah, you know what? Let's not.
So that brings us to the end of Monday.
amazing.
We have pretty much closed out the adventure, and what we just did with what we've just done has been aftermath. But I do want to go through, just let you know what sorts of things are occurring over the next few days, just for color, and if there's anything you want to act on. One thing that can come up for Kevin is that there's that Kless has contacted you to kick around some ideas.
Okay.
And the question is whether you're going to do that. I mean, it is on Tuesday. It's a little bit later.
Yeah. Sure.
You're getting better.
Yeah.
You will get your endurance back. I'm deciding on just how cruel to be regarding what endurance you get to use. Oh, that's right. I was a bastard. You only get endurance back for based on your human endurance.
Yeah.
So, which I think was 10 or 20 actually. It's pretty good. You're a pretty healthy dude. I think it was just 10. And so you're going to be recovering, 10 a day. You're not in danger right now. I'm not going to make you mark it up and down. It's just you're not quite better yet.
Yeah.
And you have one more day of being crap on your rolls.
Yeah. Okay.
So you still look sick,
Yeah.
right? You still look feeble, and
Yeah.
somebody can tell, that you had been injured or sick. But do you want to play that at all? We've never seen class before.
That's the boss, right?
Actually, an older mentor-ish when
Yeah.
Kevin was younger, and
Oh, right.
encouraged
Yeah,
him. And
I remember now that, and the boss at his work is someone else. I
Yeah.
don't remember the
Right.
names.
But he took an interest in you as a bright young geek and
Yeah.
gave you business pointers, all from the book of Milton Friedman, and was hey, that's your fault. You made him up. You told me that. And so yeah, getting together with Kless is something that you do
Yeah, sure.
reasonably regularly. And I assume that you had the previous evening, Teresa would want to take care of you.
Yeah.
Right. And maybe you get to stay at her place that night
Sure.
and get taken care of.
Yeah.
Fed and stuff. So, Kless has some ideas for you. He has ideas that have to do with creating. He says you should think a lot in terms. I mean, yes, when your big break comes, I know you work on your own stuff. When your big break comes, this whole tech bro thing is kind of worn out its welcome. I know that's what we always talked about, was that you would, land on 2 feet with amazing inventions.
Yeah.
And, we can greenwash it and everything. But you know what? I think that this is the public opinion has turned against the bright geek who's going to save the world with his ideas. Maybe we should think mass market on the cheap. Maybe we should think about, maybe even the kid market. Get a cool logo and, just go regular distribution through all the less expensive end. Just make cool gadgets that work, kids love them. Brand a few special things. Maybe we can tie into a media franchise of some kind associated with a popular thing. Kless gives a couple of examples that are woefully out of date as to what the kids think is cool. But, you're probably used to that. But he's kind of thinking along these lines, and a little less, a little less you branding, a little more thing branding. Talks about the 70s for a little while. All these cheap toys came out and blanketed the place, and they're still, they're still going. I never thought I would want to go back to those days, but it might actually be the better choice. Maybe with a combat focus. Because it says Sweden's getting its muscles back. I'm starting to actually feel Kless now. I start to see where his mind goes.
Yeah.
He's, that's the thing. He's the nicest. I've decided he's the nicest old guy too.
Yeah.
He's not like Mr. Burns.
Yeah.
He's not doing any of this. He's really wants the best for you and is thinking very pragmatically.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think the book is ripe for toy guns and that kind of shit. Yeah.
Exactly. Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Actually, I like that idea. I think it ties in well with my what's happened to me recently. So
All right. Well, he's excited. He says he definitely never wants to get in your way of how you want to do things. So he hasn't. He says, I resisted. I came up with a prospective, and logos and stuff. But I, said you can look at that if you want to. That's over here in his old school, his old school sketchbook. All these, these outlines and stuff. So that's over here. come up with your own stuff first, and then we'll compare if you want. So
he just put some very bad ideas into Kevin's head. With his recent, with all things going very well for him.
I can do no wrong. I am,
It's very.
Sure, I thought I was helping. I thought maybe the relationship would settle him down a little, but
I don't think so.
Oh no! Okay.
Kevin is in his own head.
We're gonna put the mega into the Romania.
Yeah. I'm telling you, this is definitely the supervillain inventing game. You either end up going like solid hero, or the slope is there.
Slippery.
Yeah, it's very, very there. Okay, so that's one thing. As time goes by, Moor's visibility there's a group of people who have approached you about going public, albeit stockholders.
What do you mean, my company going public? No.
Oh, just checking. It's your encounter. I rolled the encounter. These guys show up, with a very, unlike Kless, they are very happy to show you the prospectus.
Yeah, and I'm like, yes, thank you, but no, this stays under my control. I'm not in it for the money.
They're confused and don't understand your words when you say that. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, look at me. Do I look like one of you? Do you know how I fought to be recognized as a fucking person?
They all assure you that you are absolutely a person in their eyes. They would say some of their best friends are robots, but they don't have any.
Yeah. Some of my best friends are persons.
That's pretty.
No. Like unlike your companies, Mer doesn't say outright.
Right. Yeah.
I'm actually recognized as a person, not just in how fucking corporations work.
Right.
A legal person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
speaking of certain other countries,
thanks but no thanks.
Yeah. Okay.
We're on Tuesday, right?
We're on Tuesday.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think it's probably time for Nina to give Erik a call here.
Yeah.
She's gonna have to. She's gonna ask him to meet her somewhere. Probably. Maybe even at her place. No, I don't know. Yeah, probably. She has nothing to hide. Invite him. If you have some things.
Surprisingly, he's only a few minutes away.
Well.
By chance.
Of course.
I'm actually in that part of town.
Well, yeah, it would be good. They have something, she has some things to clear out.
Yeah. He doesn't come out and say that he was making sure that you didn't leave town or something, but.
Well, it's a good thing he's thinking ahead and.
So, so he's happy to meet with you.
Yep.
He is going to sort of assure himself that, yes, this is, you are not faking your medical condition.
Yeah, no, exactly.
And I mean, he checked and he looks around your place, and sure enough, there's the emergency call, floor level, right?
Exactly, yeah.
There's all sorts of things. And he's like, you really are,
Yep.
He saw the javelin throw, right, with his own eyes. Perfect form.
Yeah.
Right?
He saw
hitting an aerial, aerial target, and he's.
No, I mean, then I can show him, every, log, person.
Yeah.
Probably she has copies of the actual documentation, and I think it actually says, we have no fucking idea what this is.
Right.
Medical science cannot figure this out.
Yeah.
You just go here every 3 months or something,
Right.
just in case you don't die.
Yeah.
So we know you're still alive, but we're nobody. That's basically the state of modern medicine in this case.
So yeah, he kind of has assured gets his assurances on this.
Yeah.
Just you haven't been like one of these, superheroes who pretend you're nearsighted, and those glasses do a remarkable job. Right?
So just like let's it's Superman.
Yeah.
Exactly. But
So-
I mean, she's
Yeah.
asking him for does he want coffee and so on.
Oh, sure.
So, take it, drinks coffee herself as she does,
Mhm.
and sort of he starts explaining that he saw things. What does he think he saw? Exactly. He's making insinuating things here.
He's not insinuating anything. He's he's worked with Norwegians and Americans, and so he goes non-Swedish and he says, "Cut the shit."
God damn it.
I know that song.
He says, "The question is,
What are you gonna do with that information? Is the question, or Eric is gonna do with the information.
he says, I'm going to do what I think is okay." He says, first of all, I cannot deny that what you're doing makes sense to me. It does make sense to me. But I went and I looked at the profile report that you tried to, because he did a very thorough, right, file check, and he discovered that someone already has created a little double file, right? And he's saying, I've seen that. And I think you need a buddy.
Well, I do have, Burr and so on.
I think you need I think you need somebody on the inside. I think you need somebody who's going to know what you fight for, and he's trying not to say keep you from turning into a psycho killer punisher of whomever you don't like. He's trying to come up with a way of saying somebody that you can kind of talk to and get feedback on your choices.
Well, I don't think Nina has, reflected on, the need for this beforehand. For her, it's obvious that
Right.
she has been granted for whatever reason, the ability to do certain things, and
He's got that psych profile right there. And he says, this might not be 100% accurate. I'm not claiming it is. I mean, I do, criminal psychological stuff, and I know that it's not, that it's really not exact. I mean, it has to be matched to behavior. I mean, if you know somebody, tortures people in a basement, then you have this profile. It's you can sort of put those two things together. Putting this together with Silverlansen is not, as it's not as confirmatory, right? So it's mostly in terms of risks, not in terms of warnings. I hope that you could at least try to trust me to help manage that risk.
Well,
At least for a while.